Sorry.
That's okay. I hit the go live button. What?
Woot woot. I said, here's Mary already.
Oh. I also got a new camera.
Ooh. Oof. I need to chat about audio things because my friend showed me a really cool software for editing audio. It's a subscription though, but it would make things so much faster for me. But it would require you not editing, basically just doing raw audio to me. But I haven't hit the trigger on that yet because I need to see how much it is. I think it's not that much, but it's still a cost.
Or, you could just send me your audio files like you used to, so that way I can combine them together and then edit the way that it should be.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, I broke up for a second.
Like you used to send me your half, and then you stopped doing that.
Wait, I didn't hear you at all because it.
You used to send me your half of
Mhm.
the audio, and then I would combine both of the tracks, and then we would go from there. You quit sending them to me.
Because I just started adding them when you sent me yours.
But you put so much work on yourself, and I'm saying, let me take it back. Like, it's my job to edit.
I still feel like I'm such a control freak. I like to edit part of it too.
Well, that's
But
fine.
yeah,
Like, I'll combine your track with my track, and then I'll
maybe.
edit for content and like little word stumbles, and then I'll
Why is my
send it
internet
to
being
you.
stupid?
I don't know. It better not be
Okay,
my
it's like
internet.
weird. Like, hold on, let me turn.
Okay, are we good?
Think so. It's been weird. It's like lagging and it'll catch up to where you are. So I'll hear like what you first say and then it'll cut out the middle because it's delayed and then it'll be live again for a second and I'll hear the last thing you said. So like I totally missed the editing thing, although I can send it to you. I caught enough to gather that I can just send you mine.
Yeah. Like, you can totally just send me your stuff. I'll combine them together like I used to, and then edit, and then you can go back and like do your final run through. But let me take that off your plate. Editing is my job.
Mm.
Are we going to have another
We
internet
can
fuck
do
up
that.
night? Oh,
I don't know.
Muffiny and Toasty are here. Hello.
Hi, Muffy and Toasty. Like your video for me is blurry, so I can't tell if it's my internet or your internet.
It's, I swear, every day around like,
Oh, you look clear.
what?
You were very blurry and now you look clearer to me. So like something's gotten better for now.
Should we just start the damn show
Oh, you're
then?
blurry again.
What do
Yeah.
you mean I'm blurry? I am not blurry. I bought a brand new fucking camera so that way I quit being blurry. It's me. It's always my fucking internet.
I think it's the internet, not your camera.
All right. Are we good?
I think so. I have an ad. I just saw what
Okay.
Toasty said about not great internet wise. Yay for 2 weeks off just to come back to
Oh
two
yeah. No,
girls, one continuous glitch.
we definitely are running slow. Okay, but I think we're good now. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Oh, right. Why don't I actually produce a fucking podcast? That might be good. Okay. What are you smiling at?
Oh, was I freezing up?
No.
Like, her video for me is finally continuously clear,
Yeah.
but it was so pixelated before. I don't know exactly. What?
No, frames are dropping again. Cool. What? I don't like the faces you give me. Especially when it freezes on
I'm
like your
moving so people
disappointed
know I'm
mom
not frozen,
face.
hopefully. I don't know. It's never been this bad for me before.
Because it's not you, it's me. I'm the problem. And Yuri's here, and Day's here. Okay, I think we can get started. Oh, right. When do we want to make announcements?
Give it a go.
Like format change? When do we want to talk about
Mid-break?
that? Mid-break? Okay. Okay.
Mid-break? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard that. Okay. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Two Girls, One Ship, the podcast where we analyze, rate, and review all that the world of video game romances has to offer. I'm Genesis, the girl who is so happy to be back. I've missed my girl. Is it seriously that fucking delayed? Oh my god.
And I'm Vervada, the girl. Oh no.
Is it that bad?
I mean, how far apart did you stop talking versus when you heard me start talking? Because I started talking right after you ended for me.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's just go from there and we'll see if we can make this work. If not, we'll just take it not streaming.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. Oh, I'm Vervada, the girl who obviously missed my other half as well. It was a nice break. Like, obviously, we talk pretty much every day, so it wasn't a break from each other. And also, I got something in the mail delivered to me today that was addressed to Vervada Jean Marie. And I knew instantly, obviously, it was from my wife, Genesis. So it was great. And I love it. Thank you so much. That was a very good pick me up today.
Yay. And for those of you who are wondering, it's a cute little kitty. I got her a kitty sticker. So, if you're new here, Welcome to the beautiful chaos. You should also know that our podcast centers on character and romance analysis and doesn't shy away from exploring the fun of fucking.
Or from the deep emotional connections between two or more characters using specific in-game dialogue, usually, though not in this episode. But in general, if you want to stay spoiler free, then this is definitely not the podcast for you.
So here's your fucking spoiler alert.
Thanks for the spoiler alert, N7. And just like with all of our previous episodes, we'll assume that you have some background knowledge of the game and character in question, but we'll be providing context for those of you who may be unfamiliar.
Today, we're still in Inaba attending high school, and we have two potential girlfriends to discuss again. They are not mutually exclusive as they were in our first Persona episode. And honestly, one of them has a ton of voice lines that we could have possibly had as audio clips for this episode. But I watched through the videos and none really felt like they could assist us in discussing the romance, like by itself. So it's also an English dub of a Japanese game. So some of the audio was just not it. So no audio clips tonight. But we'll be talking about Chie Sadanaka and Marie from Persona 4.
We will start with Chie, and unlike Yume or Ayane, Chie is one of the main characters. She is energetic and outgoing, sometimes a little short-tempered, especially with Yasuke, and stubborn. She is an act first, think last kind of girl, which falls in line with her Chariot arcana. The Chariot in tarot indicates forward movement, willpower, and action. When it's upright, it represents determination, ambition, and control. When it's reversed, it represents indecision or some kind of obstacle preventing forward progress. Chie can be described as a tomboy. She visually looks like one, wearing athletic clothing alongside her school uniform, short cropped hair, and power stances when she speaks. She is obsessed with kung fu and is a martial arts movie fan. She even has a Bruce Lee poster in her room. She often talks about how much she likes to eat meat, like beef bowls and grilled steak. So, like, she's in her bulking phase?
Get that meat, girl. Also, I shouldn't laugh because this is a child. Remember, this is high school, everyone. Apparently, she has even been labeled like Western or American personality type, quote unquote, in Japan, like for the Japanese audience. Because I thought this was funny because it's like a loud carnivore who likes to fight. That tracks. Super American. Her personality and appearance are highlighted when framed against her best friend Yukiko, who is like the ideal girl according to someone's standard. The simultaneous envy and admiration both girls have for each other is a nuanced girlhood friendship dynamic that is unhealthy, but unfortunately pretty common amongst teenage kids in general. Just one of those coming of age themes. Insecurity. Chie's biggest insecurity is that she thinks other people like Yukiko more than her. She has a background, is prettier, more popular, more feminine, a better student, you name it.
Chie eventually develops an inferiority complex, constantly compares herself to Yukiko, and is jealous of all the male attention she gets. By contrast, Chie believes herself to be undesirable and undateable. This is illustrated early on in her social link when Yu and Chie are in the park, and Takeshi, the worst dude in the game, comes up to Chie asking if Yukiko is still single. Chie will explain that she knew him from elementary school and that she believes guys will only get close to her in order to get close to Yukiko. She believes that she needs to be strong to defend Yukiko, and she even dreams of becoming a police officer. She has a lot of noble traits, but they are tarnished in the beginning of the game.
She derives satisfaction from Yukiko's reliance on her for her own confidence and support, feeling a sick sense of superiority over Yukiko because of it. Kind of sucks. But, tis childhood. Doesn't help that Takeshi literally tells Chie once that if she were to lose her sunny disposition, she wouldn't have anything else going for her. What a dick. Facing her shadow self, the twisted version of herself in the Midnight Channel, is how is how Chie is able to come to terms with the unhealthy attachments with Yukiko and the selfish motivations for wanting to help people, like the sense of power and importance it gives her. And she instead learns that she actually likes to help people because she genuinely wants to. She vows to have a genuine friendship with Yukiko going forward. No false pretenses, no jealousy. Very mature for a 16 or 17-year-old girl.
Yeah. I know I didn't self-actualize for many years later. The point where you can take Chie's social link from friendship to relationship is after she faces a group of bullies for the second time. The first time she faces them, she is yet to understand why she wants to rush headlong into danger. But the second time she sees the bullies, she has realized her power and knows how to step in without causing a scene or making things worse. After this scene, you can ask her if she'd like to be his girlfriend. Her romance arc and her story link are intertwined in a really satisfying way. Sure, you can just be her friend, and she's a great friend. It's still a great game. But when you date her, it's such an awakening for her. Not just of her personas, but to the idea that someone wants her.
Yeah, she's one of the most popular romance options. This game. I also want to say that it appears Chie is the only girl you directly ask if she wants to be your girlfriend. So like you ask her, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? The other girlfriends, the other romances are initiated with like you initiating it with a hug, or the girl will ask if you care for them. Like it's kind of like a soft launch versus with Chie. She has all the power in this conversation. You just ask her if she likes you. It's a nice touch, and it also highlights Chie's insecurity as well, because she doesn't think boys like her. So of course she wouldn't ask you if you like her. You have to initiate it if you want to date her. Her insecurity in herself and how she appears to others is also highlighted in the beauty pageant scene of the summer festival, where they ask her what her favorite food is when she's up on stage, and to tell the audience about herself, she'll stammer out that she's really shy and likes pudding. That's a lie. And Yosuke calls her out from the audience that she's lying and that her favorite food is steak. And I thought that was hilarious because he can't let a girl just have a moment. But being shy and liking pudding are stereotypically more feminine, apparently in Japan, than being loud and liking steak. I mean, maybe in America too. I don't know if pudding is very feminine. Not sure.
I don't know. But I definitely think I'm the loud steak girl.
I'm also the loud steak girl.
We like our meat. What can we say? Chie is also loud about her character flaws too. Insecurity is one thing, but Chie is a divisive character amongst fans because some of her behavior, well, it ain't cute. For instance, the reason that she ended up in the beauty pageant to begin with was because Yasuke signed up all the girls for it without asking them. Not cool. But also, there's a weird rule that you can't back out once you've signed up. Talk about suspending disbelief, but whatever. Chie has to do the beauty pageant. So in retaliation, she signs up all the boys in the cross-dressing pageant. My God, this is so 2008. The boys are upset, but she assures them that it's only fair now that all the girls have to do the beauty pageant, so all the boys should too. It's just so Chie to rush headlong into something and not think it through. Perhaps Yasuke deserved being signed up for something against his will, but all the other boys?
Yeah. I mean, it's also like not a good look with 2024 eyes, obviously, to look back and at the cross-dressing pageant, quote unquote, was supposed to be like a funny thing. Like, oh, the boys are just making fun of it and blah. So that was kind of gross, but like it happened.
Can we also just not force people to do things against their will?
Yeah. Honestly, like it's one thing to sign someone up and you're like, oh, you're a dick. Don't do that. But then the school, like part of it, we'll get into this a little bit, but like part of it was this one teacher who is a predator and should not be around children. She would get mad if people like wouldn't do it. So like, you have to do it. Yeah. Oh, we'll get to it in a minute. But yeah. So the whole thing was weird. Whatever. It's like trying to just really cram in this stuff to make this plot point work for some reason. It doesn't feel like it works for me, but whatever. So Chie also is a little shit to Yasuke specifically too. Like not just all the boys, but him specifically. They are portrayed as like best friends, but also kind of frenemies in a lot of ways. She's the only one out of the investigation team without a job. Like she doesn't have a job. And for some reason she always gets people to pay for her food because she's broke. Obviously she doesn't have a job. But like it's kind of annoying because she's a mooch. And then after Teddy turns human, it's a whole thing. I imagine he just unzipped the costume he was wearing because everyone else sees the zipper around his neck, right? Like the weird teddy bear thing. Anyway, you can tell I didn't play this game, so I'm coming from a very weird, like outside perspective. But anyway, so Chie takes Teddy, human Teddy, shopping, and when they run out of money to buy like fancy clothes, because Teddy's also French once he's human, I really don't understand it. Someone please DM me or something. So Chie just charges the rest of the clothing cost to Yosuke's account because apparently this town's small enough to have tabs at the boutique. And this is after extensive cutscenes throughout the game establishing that Yosuke is broke because he works super hard. He saved up for a moped, which they call a motorcycle, but it's a moped. And then it broke the first time it got used. I didn't like how that was handled either because I watched this cutscene. Like, they literally just have Hanako, who is a very overweight girl, sit on the moped, and it got crushed. But it was very fat shamey. So wow, and also Hanako just as a character, she's best friends with that teacher I just brought up, the homeroom teacher. Her name is Miss Kashiwagi, and she is not safe to be around if you are a minor. At one point, she asks the boys to, quote, take her.
I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah, me as a 32-year-old lady, like looking at this.
What?
Yeah.
In what context?
Yeah. Like take her sexually. It was like there was a inn, there was hot springs. It was, yeah. And they run out of the room screaming, and it's supposed to be like a funny moment. And I'm like, how common is this? Is this like a common? Does everyone have a creepy homeroom teacher in Japan? Am I supposed to laugh? Like, because for me, I'm like, I'm calling the cops on Mrs. Kashiwagi. Okay, I don't know. She ain't safe around everybody's kids, especially like nobody's kids. It's gross. And she's always wearing real revealing outfits. She's very like conventionally attractive and curvaceous, and it's obviously supposed to be the teacher the boys lust after. But the problem is she lusts after the boys too, and it's real gross. Yeah, so I don't want to get too sidetracked with her. I just when I was researching Chie, it popped up and I was very shell shocked about it. Like, wow, I don't like that. So yeah, back to Chie. She like stole money from Yosuke essentially. And the thing that got me a little annoyed, if I were her friend, I'd be pissed because she wasn't even sorry. Like she actually gets mad at him, being like, "What do you think I was gonna do?" When he was upset at her for using his money to buy Teddy clothes. We're back to that. It the whole thing's wild, guys.
Okay. That was intense. Now, that's just straight up bad behavior. But remember that these are children. That's a bratty thing a kid with no concept of how money works might actually do. So, with a little bit of extra shit thrown in just because she doesn't see how upset her friend is. She has been behaving like an immature teenager and also being a bad friend. It's not irredeemable, but she also should have apologized to Yasuke at some point. She has satisfying character growth to address her insecurities about herself in her social link, but not her flaws regarding her friendships. Final thoughts? I see why this character is both loved and kind of not loved. Totally see both sides of it. I think that her and I totally would have been friends in high school. Are you kidding me? The tomboy, steak eating, working out chick. Yeah, no, we totally would have been friends.
I would have been friends with her too, because I was kind of, well, I was more tomboyish in middle school, but yeah, I would have been friends with her as well. And yeah, that's what I have to keep reminding myself of because I am an adult, like viewing things from an adult lens now. I did not play this game when it came out. If I had, I would have been their age and it would have made a lot more sense and I would have felt maybe more immersive for me. But now because I didn't play it and I'm watching it, these videos and stuff like of the dialogue scenes. I've watched analysis videos of these characters to try and understand because if you don't know anything about Persona, I feel like this is a lot to learn and understand. Especially like Chie, because she's one of the main characters, like the ones we did last time, Ayane and Yumi, they were not as big of a character as Chie. Like this game has like a full anime in it as well. And like Chie's got voice lines. She's like a big character. I don't think and there's nothing irredeemable about her, like you said. I think she's a great girlfriend. I love characters like her that perfectly intertwine the main story with your romance. That's my jam. That's my bread and butter. I love it. You can't choose wrong. She is also a kid. I'm like, I was never that shitty as a kid in my mind. I don't know. I guess my friends would have to tell me that. But when she wasn't even remotely sorry about taking money from Yasuke, who like literally is so broke and works so hard I think he works at a restaurant. He works so hard. So I was mad about that. That's just I like how her arc wraps up though. Like I think she does have a lot of good all of these characters have a surprising amount of growth for teenagers, okay? I think it's very good like display of maturity. But she also owes him money and that never gets addressed. So he needs to shake her down.
So The whole time you were talking, your face was frozen, and then as soon as you stopped talking, you started moving
Oh,
again.
it's the mid-break time now. Because that was all we had for Chie, really. Like,
Ugh. This time, I don't think it's me though, because I'm running perfect
nice.
right now.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm told it's not my fault, but I still feel guilty.
I don't
'Cause I
know
can't
whose fault it
change it.
is.
But, yeah. That's all we have for Chie. She's a great character. Play the game. I don't know. Google. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My internet says it's full strength, but what is that? What does that even mean? Anyway, so yeah, Chie, take her or leave her, I guess. You got other options if you don't like her. She's my kind of person. I love that. So
You know what? I
good
think
for her.
I don't think
Also,
it's a,
the
I don't think
real
it's our
villain of this
internet.
story
Will you
is
stop?
oh,
I don't think it's our internet. I think it's OBS, the thing that I use to stream to Twitch, because that's what keeps dropping frames and dropping all this shit. I think we might have to take it off of stream and then we'll be fine. Because Google's not giving me any alerts that there's something going wrong. And it's just the stream that keeps crashing. Or we can give it another minute and see if that helps. But I don't think that it's going to. Yeah. I am at kilobytes per second upload to stream.
I yeah.
I've got nothing going on in the background that would make it fucking crash.
I'm fine with not streaming only because I
Yeah, I'm typing in the chat right now that we're going to take this online or offline. And then we'll record and you guys will just get to wait to hear the episode when it comes out. Aw, our friends are so sweet. Okay. Either that or let me try restarting.